are a shero. You are a shero. Did you know that your life is a guiding light, helping many precious souls to fulfill their dreams in the midst of the darkness? You shine so brightly. Did you know that you lead the way to renewed hope from the prisons of despair and sorrow? You are a hero.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Rashatta Podcast. I am your host, Rashatta Podcast, and I'm super excited today because I have my firstborn son, my boy, my Joshie Boo, affectionately known, my Joshua Doggett. He is my firstborn son, as I said before, and he asked me to come on the podcast because he wanted to talk about using your creativity to point others back to Christ. And so, of course, I wasn't going to say no to that. And so here we are. I want to say thank you first and foremost to everyone who has been rocking with us from day one. This is podcast number 7, and the first 6 podcasts I had so much fun with my daughter, my husband, my bestie, all being guests. And so now here we are with Joshua on the podcast with me today. Are you excited?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
No.
Oh, excuse me. He used to be very nervous to be in public, guys. So look at him, all grown up. So, Josh, how old are you?
I'm 11.
You got talking to the mic, baby.
I'm 11.
What? Not like you're on the stand in court. I'm 11. 11 years old. And so what made you want to give your life to Christ?
I was born in Christ?
No, there was a time that you decided, I really want to get baptized. I mean, you were born in Christ.
Oh, because I wanted to go to heaven. And Daddy said I had to be baptized.
Okay, so he decided, hey, I want to go to heaven. I want to be baptized. I want to make my formal declaration that I want to be a part of the family of God, right? And so he got baptized. It's 2 years ago now, right? But like he said, he was definitely born into it. Our children grow up in a very Christian household. If you've been rocking with us since episode 1, you would know that. If those of you are just joining on this episode, yes, we are very much so Christian, and the entire family is immersed into it. It's a lifestyle for us. It's not something that we do on Sunday. It's not we just go to church 3 days a week and live any kind of way. We live this out every single day, every moment. So that's why he answered like I was born into it. Because he was born into it. It's our household culture to live our lives pleasing to the Lord. So Josh, you said you wanted to come on and talk about your creativity. So what are some of the things that you have been using to express your creativity lately?
I've been using coding, and I'm working on a project about David and Goliath.
Wow. Okay. So what exactly brought David and Goliath to your attention? What about that Bible historical account?
Because I knew David was small and I was small. And I want everyone to know, even though you're small, you can do big things.
Nice. Okay. High five, son. You gotta speak a little bit louder though.
Okay.
You gotta get your regular Joshua voice, not your hi, I'm Joshua sweet boy voice. Okay, so tell us about your coding projects you've worked on that incorporates themes of faith or some of the other things, because I know you've made some other things that have a storyline about your faith and about God.
Well, a very old project I made I can't really remember it, but it was teaching us not to believe in money,
Not to be,
but believe in God. And the crab was believing in God and money, but God said that you can only believe in one person, or one thing I meant to say. And so the crab lost all its money, was super sad, and the turtle, what was the word called? What's the word called?
I don't know what word you were thinking about.
When they tell someone they did something wrong.
Oh, he corrected him?
Yeah, he corrected him. Very long correcting.
Oh, so you mean he lectured him?
Oh, yeah.
So the turtle gave the crab a lecture about not serving money but serving God. Based upon you can't have two masters. You're gonna you can't serve money and God at the same time.
I think the crab prayed to God for forgiveness.
Nice. So what got you interested in coding?
School.
Thanks for speaking into the mic, son. So school, and what about coding drew you to it? Tell me a little bit about, why coding was so fascinating to you.
I liked it because I got to put things together, and I like to build things, and that it was really easy to use.
Nice. So what do you use? You say really easy to use. What do you use for your coding projects?
Well, they already make blocks for you, so you can have when flag clicked, do this turn in circles forever.
Right, but what are you doing that on?
Scratch.
So it's a program or a site called Scratch that kind of gives kids a window into coding in the beginning stages, right? So Josh has a app. He has a site that he goes to called Scratch, and it allows him to utilize really baseline coding to create these projects, but it's teaching him the language of coding. So he's able to come up with some really, really creative things. And these things are like you're making games, you're making just fun projects, he's making stuff walk, he's like making things talk, he's using his dad's music in some of these projects. So tell me about your process, like what happens when you decide I want to make a project. What are some of the things that you go through to prepare to make a project?
Well, I search up other people's projects, look at them, and they give me good ideas.
Okay. And so once you have those ideas, then what happens?
I go on Scratch and make a new tab. I just go and press on new project, and I think about what I'm gonna make, and whatever pops up into my head, I make it.
Okay. So how do you hope that your coding projects will impact others' belief or perspective about God?
Say that again.
How do you hope that your coding projects will impact, you know what impact means?
Yeah.
Others' belief or perspective about God?
Well, if I making a game that's regular but put a little bit of Christian stuff into it, they might wanna, look up more stuff about being a Christian.
Okay, that's good. What advice would you give to other young coders who want to incorporate their faith into their projects?
I don't know. Let me think. Don't put up scary horror stuff.
Okay.
Because I've been to a lot of Christian accounts, but they have so much horror stuff.
And why would you say don't put up scary horror stuff?
Because if they do that, people might have nightmares, or they'll think a Christian is something like that.
Good, good. So instead of putting up things that have a theme of horror and scary, what should they do?
Put up things that are loving, kind, and happy, and nice.
Nice. And by doing that, what do you think would happen for those who encounter their projects?
They'll think being a Christian is good and that they should be a Christian too.
Okay. So are there any other things that you use your creativity outside of coding?
Pixel art.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about pixel art.
It's where you draw in squares. Draw in tiny squares or big squares or medium squares or large squares.
So essentially you draw in pixels.
Yeah.
And how do you use pixel art to convey or show your faith?
Once I made a cross, and once I made, I think it was like a temple. I don't remember, but it was like a cross with a golden area where God was supposed to be.
Nice. Okay. Sounds good. And in that art, what were you hoping to accomplish in pointing people towards that?
Well, I didn't really have an account at first, so nobody really knows the projects.
Oh, okay. So, is there anything else outside of technology that you use to talk about your faith or point people to God?
Legos.
Okay. So tell me about some of your Lego projects.
Well, I made a temple of God where I don't know how much, probably I think 7 or 8 of my made up characters protect the temple from bad people.
Okay. So do you find that you enjoy utilizing your Legos, your pixel art, your coding? Do you find that you enjoy really talking about God and Christ and displaying things that would lead people to principles that you've learned in church and from us as your parents? Do you find that you enjoy utilizing those things to kind of reteach those things to others?
Yes.
And what makes you happy about those types of things?
Let me think. I forgot the question. What was the question?
What makes you happy about those things?
That I know that people are going to learn, and that if I make friends on there, that they'll be able to become Christians, and that if I friend with other Christians, that they can help me out.
Okay, nice. So, is there anything else you would like to talk about concerning creativity? Because this is your show. You say you wanted to come on and talk. I got you here. What else you want to talk about?
I like to draw things.
You like to draw? Okay. So what are some of the things that you've drawn? You are actually a really good artist.
Well, most of the things I draw are fish. And then Shiba cats. They're quite easy.
You just drew a really nice snake.
Oh, yeah. I drew a rattlesnake. And I didn't copy it off of paper. I actually drew it by myself by looking at somebody draw one.
Yes, it was actually really, really nice. So what else?
I like to play with clay.
Clay.
I made a stingray, a shark, a dog, a lemon bunny, another stingray, a manta ray, a snake. I also made a dog, a cat, a wolf, a fox, a tiny fox, a phoenix fox, fire dog, plant cat, and other things.
That's a lot of clay. And yes, he's made all of those things, and they look the way they are named.
Oh, and Foxy Dash.
Tell us about Foxy Dash.
Foxy Dash is a made-up character I made. He's a fox ninja. Very stealthy and quiet. He has all the elemental powers.
Okay. You've thought this thing through. So, is there anything else you want to tell the audience? You are going to be featured actually this coming week in your school's newsletter because of your technology projects in coding.
I am.
And they're actually going to feature 3 of your projects, right? Mm-hmm. And they sent interview questions and all. So he's going to be featured with his picture, the answers to his interview questions, as well as links to 3 of his Scratch projects so that other students can experience Josh's projects. And that's pretty cool. Josh is really he's excellent to me. I don't know what other kids are doing at 11 with coding, but I know that the things that Josh is doing is pretty amazing, pretty creative in the coding sector, and just some of the things that he comes up with to actually create in the coding is quite amazing, and I'm very proud of him as my son, and just as a young man altogether. He loves the Lord. He's really striving to make sure that he is living a life that is pleasing unto God at all times, and just doing what he can do as much as possible to love God's people and show the love of God. He is probably the most loving 11-year-old I've ever met. And I don't say that because he's my son. I say that because it's the truth. He loves to love on people. He loves to talk to people. He never meets a stranger. If you ever meet him in person, he's going to ask you, what's your favorite color? What are the questions that you ask people when you
What's your name? What do you like to do? And I tell them my favorite color.
Oh, you no longer ask them their favorite color?
No, I asked them.
Right. Okay.
I tell them my favorite color last.
Oh, you tell them your favorite color last. Those the only questions that you ask?
And then they start the other questions.
And then you say, "Can I show you my Scratch project?"
Yeah, okay, yes. I do that sometimes, not all the times.
Lately, it's been all the time. All right, well, what are we doing next? What are we talking about next?
Rivers. You can make rivers at your own house.
Okay.
Just take a shovel, and then you can put flowers there, and you can make a garden.
Nice. And we are making a garden in our backyard. And Josh has created a river in our backyard. Maybe we could get some river rocks and put it in there, and that'll be a place for the ducks.
Yeah, I can make the little end part a little bit bigger. Really big. We can dig that out.
We're planning on getting a small pond anyway, so why not have a river leading to it? All right, so what else about creativity and the things that you like to do with it would you like to share with everyone?
How do I answer that?
I don't know. What else do you have anything else to share?
Oh, no, I don't think. Oh, yeah. I made my own chair for someone.
You made your own? Oh, well, yes, you did make your own chair.
And also, if you take dead dandelions and cut them, you get little holes in them, and you can make straws. So just in case you can't buy straws, just rinse those out and drink from that.
People can definitely. So what are your future plans and goals for using coding to inspire others to believe in God?
I'm going to make games because I know people like games. So if I make games, they'll play them. And you don't know. People put hidden windows. I'm going to put hidden windows about God. Instead of bad stuff.
Good. And what else do you plan for the future?
Being a creative engineer. Being able to make new things. And maybe I'm going to make myself a machine to feed my dog every now and then.
All right. Well, I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. So that's it. Thank you so much, son, for wanting to be on your mom's podcast. I've enjoyed you on my podcast. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video, especially with some young people in your life who need some inspiration about coding, about using their creativity, and about using your gifts to inspire others to believe in God, to know God, and to learn about the ways of God. Again, thank you, Josh, for joining me today.
Wait, I have one more thing.
Oh, okay. Josh has one more thing.
Everybody knows in this house that my jokes are the best. And you get to get one. What did the tablet say to the charger?
What?
Are you dying?
And on that note, we're going to say good night, everybody. Have a great night. Love someone. And thanks so much for watching. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Did you know that you are a hero? You are a hero. Did you know that your life is a guiding light, helping many precious souls to